Well, tonight there are questions about streetlight safety in the city of Buffalo. Imagine you're just driving along and that happens. A light pole just comes crashing down on your vehicle. This is video from Pearl Street downtown from 2023 obtained by Investigative Post. The owner of that Bronco, which had about 14 grand in damage, didn't sue the city. Instead, he sent a written notice explaining the, quote, dangerous and defective conditions of the city's light poles. So Investigative Post has been doing some digging to look into maintenance and repair records, and the results will probably surprise you. Jeff Kelly is associate editor for Investigative Post. He reported this story and he joins us live here tonight. All right, Jeff, so you basically have been covering this through a few different iterations of the story and kind of wanted to figure out how big a problem is this. So you asked the city for their records, and what did you get?
Well, I tried to do some digging, Michael, but it turns out there was nothing to dig for. The Department of Public Works, I asked them for all maintenance and inspection records going back to 2015. I figured 10 years. All they could produce for me was a PDF of a data set that had no entries more recent than November of 2017, 7.5 years, in which they could produce no records of any inspection or maintenance of the street lighting system. And let me tell you, I begged them, I told them, I can't believe this is true. Please, if it's paper in a pizza box, just give me the opportunity to come look at it. And they just stopped responding. So wow. This is it. This is what I had. And it was an obviously spotty and incomplete record. But meantime, all these complaints keep coming in from residents, like the one you just saw, including that video, but others too, about streetlights that are missing, dysfunctional, what have you.
And part of what prompted you to look into all this was a very serious case in which a light was out, right? And there was a serious accident, and it led to quite the cost to city taxpayers.
Yeah, there was a $600,000 settlement for a Riverside man. He was walking to work in a windstorm, and the wind blew down a streetlight pole. It hit him in the head. It caused serious. He's still struggling with the injuries now. And Michael, there's another sort of heartbreaking lawsuit working its way through the courts right now. A mother and her child, also up in Riverside, were crossing Niagara Street at a marked crosswalk to go to the child's bus stop. It was early in the morning in October, and those street lights were out. There were no street poles there. A driver came, couldn't see them, told the cops it was dark. I didn't see them, hit them both, causing serious injury. That lawsuit is ongoing, and that light pole had fallen 2 years earlier.
Wow. And there are lots of light poles, and I'm sure there are viewers watching right now in their neighborhoods where the light poles have never been fixed. Right. I would point out, obviously, Acting Mayor Chris Scanlon is new to the office. The DPW commissioner has only been there, I think, a couple of years, and this is a problem that dates back so long. What do you think it takes to fix this? Because you can't sort of fix a problem unless you understand it, and it doesn't seem like we understand how big the problem is.
Well, that's the issue, number one, and that's what we had hoped to do, is do what amounts to an audit, right, of the street lighting system. We weren't able to do that, but it's sort of incumbent upon the city to do that, especially because I'll just leave you with this thought. From time to time, the city floats the idea of purchasing the street lighting system from National Grid. That is the lights and the wires. They already own the poles, the city does. Time and again, the question the comptroller has asked when they come to ask about bonding, borrowing to do this project is, what are we buying? Yeah. Do you know? And the city doesn't really know.
Certainly more reporting to do on this. I know you'll be on it. We'd love to have you back. Go to investigativepost.org to read Jeff's full story. Jeff, thanks so much. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Good to see you.